into Arkadelphia Lady Badger basketball on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com. Good evening, everybody. This is Chris Babb, and excited to bring the action to you tonight as the Arkadelphia Lady Badgers, with an overall record of 13-6, 5-3 in the 4A7 conference, have made the trip west to DeQueen to face the DeQueen Leopards. Lady Leopards, 11-10, 3-4 in 4A7 conference play. Arkadelphia under the direction of head coach Jonathan Klein and Mandy Stevenson-Newman having the starting lineups announced right now. We'll bring those to you. DeQueen under the direction of head coach Eden Spears. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for the Lady Badgers of Arkadelphia, T.T. Tate, Reagan Harris, Taylor Altman, Zalea Jackson, and Katie Gentry. 3 juniors and 2 sophomores starting tonight for the Arkadelphia Lady Badgers. We're getting ready to announce the starting lineups for the DeQueen Lady Leopards, and we'll bring those to you as well. These two teams hooked up last month at Arkadelphia High School, and it was a close one. Arkadelphia eked out a 68-67 victory on a Katie Gentry putback, and that was the first time Arkadelphia had the lead in the night. DeQueen controlled the game. And so when you take a look at the records, don't get hung up on those records. DeQueen has had several close losses to this season, especially when you take a look in conference play. 7-point loss to Camden Fairview, 4-point loss to Ashdown, 1-point loss to Arkadelphia. Those were 3 of the 4 losses, all by less than basically 2-possession games. So this is a DeQueen team that has played teams closely. We talked about Tuesday with Blake Bell that you can make the trip over. It's never an easy trip. You got to get the trip out of you, and hopefully Arkadelphia did that. Take a look at the starting lineups for DeQueen: Landry Ligon, Ellie Morphew, Emma Chambers, Laura Mae Harp, and Kate Lindsay, the starting 5 for DeQueen. Reagan Harris set to jump center. Again, the starters for Arkadelphia: Reagan Harris, T.T. Tate, Taylor Altman, Zalea Jackson, and Katie Gentry. Ligon, Morphew, Chambers, Gilmore, and Newberry starting for DeQueen. And we are ready for action. Arkadelphia controls the tip, and we're underway from DeQueen High School. Zone defense, 1-3-1 from DeQueen, starting things out. Katie Gentry with an offensive rebound, and she's going to be whistled for a traveling violation. And the ball will go over to the Lady Leopards. This is the back half of the double round robin. Interior pass, nice kick out to Laura Mae Harp. Nice ball movement from DeQueen on the first possession. Emma Chambers' 3 is no good. Gentry with her second rebound of the night, first on the defensive end of the floor. Harris, Jackson, now Tate. Again, zone defense from DeQueen. Gentry traveled with the basketball, and the ball will go back over to the Lady Leopards. No score under a minute into this one. Nice flash and a steal by Reagan Harris. Katie Gentry active tonight. Two rebounds and ends up with that steal. Altman, Harris in the middle of the lane, shot up too strong. Gentry almost with her 3rd rebound. DeQueen comes away with it. Nice take, loose ball, top of the key. That's Ligon. Runner in the lane, that's short. Zalea Jackson with the rebound. She's off to the races for Arkadelphia. Altman goes baseline, shot too strong, gets her own. Putback is up and good for Taylor Altman. First points of the game come on a putback from Taylor Altman. Arkadelphia with a 2-point lead. just underway here from DeQueen, Arkansas. Chris Babb with you tonight. Glad you're joining us. Arkadelphia pressuring out of that zone. Both teams running zone. You'll notice a little bit more pressure from Arkadelphia. We've seen that. It's going to lead to some three-point shots. DeQueen 0 for 3 so far. You got to clean up the rebounds, and so far Arkadelphia has done that nicely. Tate, Harris, traveling violation again, and that's the third travel in 5 possessions for the Lady Badgers. Arkadelphia 13-6 overall, 5-3 in 4A7 conference play, alone in third place. Katie Gentry is going to be whistled for a foul on that one as she was straight up, but her momentum was carrying her into the body of Emma Chambers. First foul on Gentry, first team foul, and Chambers to the free throw line for the Lady Leopards. Arkadelphia in third place, a game behind Camden Fairview at 6-2. Nashville leading the way at 7-0. DeQueen a game and a half back because they are still short one game. Now we have a violation from Harris as she stepped over the baseline before she threw the ball in. So just some turnovers for Arkadelphia starting the game, 4 of them. And it's still 2-2. Eliminate some of those. Trying to get more possessions and shots, see what can happen. Arkadelphia just hasn't had many shots. Kick out. Nice closeout from Altman. Harp underneath. Nice flash by Taylor Altman with the steal. And Taylor saves the ball inbounds, throws it off the body of Ellie Morphew, and gives the ball to Arkadelphia. DeQueen in the zone, packing that zone in. It's going to take some nice ball movement and a couple of outside shots to go in for DeQueen to be able to force DeQueen to extend that zone. And that's a foul 94 feet from the basket. I believe that's going to be on Katie Gentry. Yep, that's the second foul on Katie Gentry, and it was 94 feet from the basket. She and Reagan Harris were trying to cause the turnover. Anaya Ford into the game for Arkadelphia. It was originally going to be for Katie Gentry, but since she has 2 fouls, they're sending Reagan Harris right back to the table to come back into the game and get Gentry out of there. You don't want Gentry to pick up a third. They're going to go right at him, though. Altman flashes for the steal, comes away with it. 2-on-1. Altman loses it. It goes over the backboard. She thought might have been the victim of a reach in there. No whistle was blown, and Harris back in for Arkadelphia, replacing Gentry, who just picked up her second on the previous possession after the missed shot. Tie ball, alternating possession will stay with DeQueen. Sub into the game for DeQueen, Dayton Newberry. And the inbounds pass from DeQueen went straight to Coach Klein. It was a good catch by Coach Klein. But he's not playing. He's not even playing for Arkadelphia. And so the ball will go over to Arkadelphia halfway through the first quarter. 1 field goal for Arkadelphia, 2 free throws for DeQueen, and that's where we are at 2-2. Anaya Ford for 3, good for Anaya Ford. Ford gives Arkadelphia the 5-2 lead. DeQueen will try to respond, no good. Zalea Jackson almost has that defensive rebound, but DeQueen's able to retain possession. Offensive rebound gives DeQueen a second chance. T.T. Tate knocks that one out of bounds. Steal by Arkadelphia. Tate ahead to Altman. Goes in, layup, good for Taylor Altman. She has 4 points, and it's 7-2. Arkadelphia wanted a push off. Now we have a double dribble instead. So both teams struggling offensively. Arkadelphia got the three-pointer from Anaya Ford 2 possessions ago. A steal from Tate and a layup from Altman to stretch this one out to a 5-point lead. And a steal by DeQueen. Foul on Arkadelphia. That's going to be on Zalea Jackson. Coach Klein wanting an explanation. Newberry gets the basket up and good for DeQueen. That's the Lady Leopards' first field goal of the game. 7-4 Lady Badgers. Arkadelphia whistled for 3 fouls. Steal from Newberry there. Arkadelphia trying to force the ball inside. 3 fouls on Arkadelphia, 2 of those on Gentry, 1 on Jackson. You don't want foul trouble to become a situation. Chambers now with 4 points. DeQueen has responded with 4 straight to make it 7-6, coming up on 2 minutes left in the first quarter of play. Ford flashes back to Altman, skip pass, that's Jackson for 3, that's off to the left. Harris with a nice offensive rebound, put back, good for Reagan Harris. It's Reagan's first basket of the game, 9-6 Arkadelphia, minute and a half left here in the first quarter. Deep 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, Reagan Harris. Tate pushes it up to Altman. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, Lindsay. Kate Lindsay missed a 3, but got that defensive rebound. Now, kick out. Got away with a step. Landry Ligon to Newberry. Throws it up and in. Newberry has 4. Back to a 9-8 game, under a minute to go. Ford will try another 3, right on line, but just too strong. Harris with the rebound, and she's fouled, so second straight offensive rebound for Reagan Harris. Lindsay picks up her first foul, the first foul called on DeQueen in the first quarter. Zuri Jones and Janiah McKillian will check in for Arkadelphia, replacing Harris and Altman here with 41 seconds left in the first quarter. McKillian takes the inbounds pass, drives across the lane, layup good for Janiah McKillian. Had a really good game Friday night in the win against Magnolia. Start strong here. That pass too strong to the backside. And Arkadelphia will have a chance with 26 seconds left in the first quarter to extend this 3-point lead. Neither team really sharp offensively. McKillian drives in again. Nice underneath to Gentry on the backside. She's fouled, and Jackson will go. Excuse me, I said Gentry, I meant Jackson. Landry Ligon of DeQueen gets her first, and Zalea Jackson to the free throw line for the Lady Badgers. 11.6 seconds remaining. Free throw off the back of the rim, no good for the sophomore. Zuri Jones, a junior, along with T.T. Tate, a junior. Anaya Ford, a senior on the floor. 2 sophomores in McKillian and Jackson. McKillian gets the offensive rebound, puts it up. Jackson gets the rebound, knocked away. Tries to get her balance, put back, good for Zalea Jackson. So quickly at the buzzer, DeQueen will have a shot. They're not going to let him have the shot. She traveled with the basketball anyway, and that is how the first quarter will end. Zalea Jackson's putback gives Arkadelphia a 13-8 lead as we wrap up the first quarter. You're watching Arkadelphia Lady Badger basketball. We'll be back to DeQueen after this timeout on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com. Locally owned and operated, Welch Funeral Home has been serving the Arkadelphia community since 2005. Our goal at Welch Funeral Home is to offer every family that will allow us to serve them the most caring, dignified, professional service at the most affordable price. With over 40 years of experience in the funeral home industry, owner Tim Welch and Welch Funeral Home have also been longtime supporters of the Arkadelphia Badgers and Lady Badgers. Contact Welch Funeral Home at 870-230-1400 or visit them at 202 South 4th Street near downtown Arkadelphia. We start the second quarter from DeQueen High School. Chris Babb here in West Arkansas for tonight's 4A7 conference matchup between the Arkadelphia Lady Badgers and the DeQueen Lady Leopards. Arkadelphia got 4 points from Taylor Altman, 3 from Anaya Ford, and 2 each from Reagan Harris, Zalea Jackson, and Janiah McKillian to take the 13-8 lead. At the end of the quarter, Arkadelphia's possession to start the second quarter. Tate, Jackson, McKillian, Jones, and Ford on the floor for Arkadelphia, the same 5 that were on it at the buzzer. 4 straight points out of those 2 possessions for Arkadelphia. Coach Klein wants to stick with it. McKillian, skip pass, good ball movement from Arkadelphia. Looking inside Jones, she's double teamed, turn around off the glass, too strong. Another offensive rebound from Zalea Jackson, goes up, can't get it to go. Zuri Jones is going to be whistled for the foul on the rebound. It's her first team foul of the second quarter. Arkadelphia with second chance opportunities. Zalea Jackson with another offensive rebound for the Lady Badgers. Ligon, Lindsay, pull-up jumper from the baseline is good for Emma Chambers. She has 6 points to lead the way for DeQueen. New into the game, Aubrey Gilmore. Anaya Ford goes baseline to Jackson. Turnaround jumper off the glass, rattles around and goes down for Zalea Jackson. She has 4 now, and the lead is 5. McKillian working hard at the top of the 1-3-1, and she's going to be whistled for a foul. Her second team foul of the second quarter for Arkadelphia. McKillian asking if that was with a body. Now we have a carrying violation on Emma Chambers. The ball will go to Arkadelphia. Tate running the point. Zone defense again from DeQueen. Skip pass, Ford. Tate back to Ford, back to Tate. Ford goes baseline again, and on the dribble, she was hit, lost control. That's going to be on Aubrey Gilmore, her first team foul of the second quarter. Jackson will inbound the ball for Arkadelphia under its own basket. Baseline, McKillian. McKillian up and under, offensive rebound, almost from Zuri Jones. Newberry kept that one alive for DeQueen. McKillian, hustle. She going to force the turnover, force the jump ball, and alternating possession will stay with DeQueen. So the next tied up ball will go back to Arkadelphia. Good hustle by McKillian, even after picking up that first personal foul. Lindsay thought about the 3, passed it up. Now skip pass to Gilmore. Nice inside pass to Newberry. Quick ball movement. They find the hole in the zone. Shot no good. Jackson cleans up the glass and pushes. Crossover dribble, out of traffic. They're not going to stop the ball. She's going to go all the way in, can't get it to go. Gilmore with the board. McKillian almost with a steal. Backside. That's Ligon. Turn around in the middle of the lane, draws nothing. And that's going to go out of bounds over to Arkadelphia. Subs into the game for DeQueen. Ellie Morphew and Laura Mae Harp back into the game for the Leopards. One of these possessions, they're going to lay off of TT up there up top. As the double team on Ford in the corner knocks the ball out of bounds. They're going to lay off just a little bit too much for TT, and she's going to hit one of those from that right wing. Timeout, Arkadelphia will take it with them. 15-10, Lady Badgers lead. Back to DeQueen after this timeout on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com.
Everyone's known for something. Ours is simple. At the Southwest Auto Collection and iDriveSWA.com, you get the absolute lowest price on America's best brands. Ford, Lincoln, Chevy, GMC, Buick, and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. The best selection and the lowest prices guaranteed. And we deliver anywhere in the state, plus tires for life. It really is that simple. Visit us today, the Southwest Auto Collection, I-30 exit 78 in Arkadelphia, or online at iDriveSWA.com.
Good listen to the DeQueen pep band. We'll get a little look over there at the nice pep band on hand tonight in DeQueen. Arkadelphia with the ball and a 5-point lead. 5:11 left in the second quarter. 19 on the shot clock. Zalea Jackson will trigger the inbounds pass for Arkadelphia to Tate. Jones and Harris running two high posts now, so a different look offensively out of the timeout from Coach Klein. McKillian is the baseline runner. Skip pass to the backside. Jones and Harris both ducked down. They went backside to Harris. That pass was knocked out of bounds. 7 on the shot clock now for the Lady Badgers. That's Harris. Nice up and under foul. Counted in the basket for Reagan Harris. Reagan Harris now has 4 points, and she'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. That foul is on Ellie Morphew, her first. Third team foul against DeQueen in the second quarter. Taylor Altman checks in for Arkadelphia, replacing TT Tate to give her a spell. Anaya Ford checking out for Zalea Jackson. So Jackson and Tate getting a quick breather before they come back in. Harris can't get it to roll. Anaya Ford, huge hustle on that backside. Can't secure the rebound. She kept it alive though, and that's more than you can, it's what you ask for on an offensive rebound. That's a nice take by Emma Chambers. She has 8 points. 15-12. McKillian drives through traffic, can't get it to go. Rebound. DeQueen. McKillian knocks it out of bounds. 17-12 now. Missed a couple of points there previously, so their Arkadelphia lead is still 5. That was on Reagan Harris's basket I forgot to put up, so it is 17-12. Nice pass. Oh, can't get the rebound to go, the shot to go. Fortunately for Arkadelphia, Taylor Altman just stole it away from Morphew. Altman drives, layup good for Taylor Altman. Huge take by Taylor Altman after stealing the ball from Morphew on the offensive rebound. Altman drove the length of the floor. Nobody picked up the ball, and she found the bottom of the net. Altman with 6 now, and the lead is 7. Skip pass, three-pointer, no good. Rebound Altman. Drives through traffic and is fouled by Kate Lindsay. That's her second foul. The third foul on DeQueen here in the second quarter. Gilmore will come back in for Lindsay. Taylor Altman will throw the ball in for Arkadelphia. So Altman and Ford running the two-guard front for the Lady Badgers. Jones, nice dump down to Harris, good. They ran the two high post, went to the left wing where Zuri Jones was. She squared up to the basket and found Reagan Harris diving down from the backside. Nicely designed zone offense play. Steal from Altman. She's going to try to go all the way, lay up too strong. Nice job by Laura Mae Harp of getting back and contesting without fouling. Crossover, bucket, shot is too strong from Ligon. Altman with a rebound again, ahead to Reagan Harris. Shot up no good, gets her own put back good for Reagan Harris. Reagan Harris has 6, and quickly the Arkadelphia's lead is 11, and Coach Eden Spears wants to take timeout to talk about it. Arkadelphia, 6 straight to make it 23-12. 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. You're watching Arkadelphia Lady Badger basketball. Back after this timeout.
Price & Company Insurance is the area's only trusted choice independent insurance agency. What is that, you might ask? An independent insurance agency works for you, the customer, and not the insurance companies. So the next time you're shopping for home, auto, business, life, or health insurance, we invite you to experience an unprecedented level of customer service and expertise. Call or click for a quote today.
Two minutes, 52 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Arkadelphia with at least 6 straight points, maybe 8. No, they get a 6. 8 of the last 10, we'll say that, to take an 11-point lead. It's been the pressure of the defense and converting on the other end that has helped the Lady Badgers. Now you just got to continue that. Tate back into the game for Arkadelphia. Tate gets a finger on that pass from Chambers to Ligon. 7 on the shot clock. Newberry inside. Chambers turnaround jumper, no good. Gets the rebound, and that's going to be a shot clock violation because the ball didn't hit the rim. And that ball will go over to Arkadelphia. The clock's still running, so we won't tell them. We're fine with that. Now they stopped it to catch up. Now we'll start ours. Arkadelphia. That was the point I thought TT might try to take one. A little bit too far out now. She skips it to Ford. That's Altman inside to McKillian. Turn around, dump down to Harris. Can't get it to go, but she's fouled. Arkadelphia really doing a good job of attacking that zone, hitting the high to mid post, and then those players squaring up and or dumping it down to Harris. That foul is on Dayton Newberry. That's her first. Reagan Harris to the free throw line for the Lady Badgers. Good. Harris now with 7 points. That leads the way. Altman has 6 for Arkadelphia. The lead is 24-12. More few rebounds that miss, and that's an over and back violation. Janiyah McKillian forced that turnover as she showed to Landry Ligon. As Ligon crossed half court, she retreated just a little bit too much, and the pressure from McKillian causes that turnover. McKillian goes baseline, shot up, fouled by Dayton Newberry. Arkadelphia has taken advantage of that baseline. DeQueen is not stopping the baseline. Anaya Ford did it a few times. McKillian did that time. McKillian's free throw draws the front of the rim, no good. It's the second foul on Dayton Newberry. She's the only, well, actually she and Kate Lindsay for DeQueen both have 2 fouls. Katie Gentry has 2 for Arkadelphia. Picked those up in the first few minutes of the first quarter. Anaya Ford gets the offensive rebound, can't get it to go. Morphew, excuse me, that's not Morphew, that's Chambers. Out of there with it. Newberry pulls it out. TT Tate tried to save that out of bounds. Now they're going to say it did go off of DeQueen. So now DeQueen's going to come with some pressure. Altman will inbound the ball. Tate ahead to Ford. Back to Altman. Almost traveled with the basketball, but didn't. Ford for three. Altman with the offensive rebound. Put back, no good, but she's fouled. And so another offensive rebound for Arkadelphia gives the Lady Badgers a chance. That foul was on Aubrey Gilmore. That's her second now. So Altman to the free throw line with under a minute to go. 54.7 on the clock. We'll keep ours at 55. Altman's first free throw is short and to the right. Gilmore takes a seat for DeQueen. Arkadelphia retreats to set up the defense in the half court. Altman's second free throw is good. She now has 7 points along with Reagan Harris. The Arkadelphia lead is 13, as now it's an 8-0 run for Arkadelphia, 10 of the last 12. And they force a turnover. Newberry got in the air, was looking for Harp on the far side, threw it out of bounds. So the Arkadelphia's ball now with 42 seconds. Harris at the high post. 4 out, 1 in. That one is Harris. Kick out. Altman for three. No good. Anaya Ford hustles for the rebound, controls it. To Tate. McKillian. Baseline fadeaway. Actually kind of bumped. Didn't get it. So now 12 seconds left. Arkadelphia has plenty of fouls to give. Only been whistled for 2 fouls, and now that's another turnover as the clock never did stop. It should be 6. Should be 6 on the clock. Coach Klein noticed it, was like, well, let's just roll with it. So Taylor Altman will let the ball roll. Oh, she'll pull it from deep. Oh, almost got it to go. There was time for an offensive rebound. So the Arkadelphia Badgers, Lady Badgers, with a strong second quarter. It was 13-8 at the end of the first quarter, and Arkadelphia outscores DeQueen 12-4 to take a 25-12 halftime lead. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have Arkadelphia junior point guard James Elgus, along with Arkadelphia Lady Badger head coach Garrett Garner. You're tuned in to Arkadelphia basketball on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com. We'll be back after this timeout.
Under perfect conditions, your car traveling at 65 miles per hour can stop in about 300 feet. That's the length of a football field.
But a fully loaded tractor trailer, one that weighs 80,000 pounds, will take 2 football fields to stop. And that's if the driver is rested, paying attention, and the truck and load is properly maintained.
If you're in an accident with a big truck, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK.
Get the experienced team that's going to be on your side, by your side.
We are at halftime of the girls' game. Arkadelphia 25, DeQueen 12. The Lady Badgers used a 10-0 run in the second quarter to take that 13-point lead. Chris Babb here. You see the Badgers on the court getting some exercise in and getting used to the rims at halftime. There was a JV game beforehand, so the Badgers won it. One Badger you don't see out there is James Elgus. And that's not because he's not playing tonight. That's because he's up here with us. I just kind of wanted to put a scare in the people. You know, James? James, thanks for joining us. Let's talk about this team. 6-2, second place in the conference. Almost came away with the win against Magnolia Friday night at home. Talk about this team. What has made this team connect after that first game against Magnolia at Magnolia to start the conference season? The last 6 games looked like a different team. What do you think went into that, and what for some of the changes?
At Magnolia, you know, we let that one get out of hand pretty early. We ended up losing that game by 30. And I think after the game, we just all talked as a team, and we all just bought into what we need to do. We had this long discussion on what everyone's role is, and I think in practice and on into games, everyone has been playing up to that, and I think our record shows that. Last week, dropped that one. My opinion, we should have won it, but just seeing the progression from the team, and you never like the loss, but it was a lot better than the first time.
Right, it definitely was. Let's talk about this team that you play with. You've been a point guard for a long time. You're a point guard sometimes in this set, but a lot of times when you're going against the zone, you operate at that high post. You've got shooters on the outside. O.B. Roberts can shoot. Seth Golden has had games. He had 21 2 days ago, but also inside. What are some of the weapons offensively that make this team tough to guard?
I think the hard work we put in every day in practice, if it's staying after practice or coming in early, shooting in spots that we are going to be in games, and Coach G and Coach Ware putting me in the right positions on the floor to be able to make the right basketball play. And I think when I pass it to them, I love it when they make the shot.
Right, yeah, I bet you do. What's your favorite part about basketball? I've got my guess, but what's your favorite part about the game? When you get in there, you're guarding a person, or they may be guarding you on offense. What's the favorite part about what we're going to see from James Elgas here after the girls' game is over?
Just making the right basketball play. I love to get other people open. I love to score when I need to score. I love to go rebound when I need a rebound. I just call myself a team player. Whatever I need to do for the team to win, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
All right, James Elgas, that's what he'll try to do. We are at halftime of the girls' game. James, we're going to slip the headset off of you and bring in Coach Garrett Garner. Thanks to James Elgas for joining us. I told him I was going to ask him about a little face decoration we were going to see James with tonight. Coach G, for those of who watched the game against Magnolia the other night, he took one off the schnoz when Williams was trying to save the ball in front of the Badger bench. So now we'll have a little masked James Elgas tonight. The masked man will be out there. But Coach G, talk about, before we get into the team, James Elgas, third-year returner. Tay Bailey, second year of starter. O.B. Roberts, return. Seth Golden, significant minutes last year. What does that experience mean to this team as you make this stretch? You're coming down the stretch. You got 6 regular season games left.
Yeah, this group is really bought in, to what me and Coach Ware have been selling to them, and it really started kind of maybe the light bulb coming on after that first time playing Magnolia too. And we, like I said last broadcast, we really just went back to simplifying things, but instead of trying to be average or good at a few things, we really wanted to get to where our mindset was not thinking so much and just playing and being able to play to our strengths. Our last game against Magnolia, we tried to mix up a few things and go a little bit more to James through the high post. We feel like if we play through the middle third of the floor, it opens up our shooters on the outside. It keeps our 2 best scorers around the basket, with being James and Evan both around there. So we'll see some of that tonight, but we're probably going to see a lot more zone tonight. So we're going to have to play a little bit more inside out as well.
DeQueen, this is obviously the second time. The first time you played against them was a 70-55 victory. When we walked in before during the JV game, we noticed that one of their leading scorers, Sam Graham, is on crutches, injured himself in the Malvern game last week. You've got to hate that as a coach when that's the first thing your team sees, because I would imagine if you see the scouting report, you've prepared for all this, and all of a sudden the main guy's out, that could affect mentally. And so what do you do to your team now that they've seen that Graham is not going to play tonight for DeQueen? How do you get them locked in like you need them to be?
Oh, I mean, as a coach, it's my job to make sure that they're re-centered and refocused on the task at hand. But for us, it's more or less just passing it off to the next man. We know that DeQueen is a desperate team. They're battling for that 4th spot, and they're still they still have an outside chance to get it. So we've got to make sure when we come in that we're not overlooking anybody. I tell our guys all the time, as a mature team, we're not good enough to do that. We've got to stay in the moment and continue to be hungry and aggressive for positioning here on out.
All right, Coach Garner, thanks for coming up. James Elgis, thanks for coming up. Great job. Appreciate you guys joining us. And we'll take one quick break. When we come back, we'll have the third quarter. Arkadelphia leads DeQueen 25-12. Third quarter action when we come back on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com.
While you may not be a pediatric surgeon volunteering your topiary talents at a children's hospital, your life is just as unique. Your Raymond James financial advisor gets to know you, your passions, and the way you give back, so you can live your life. That's life well planned.
Back to DeQueen High School. Chris Babb here with you as we start the third quarter. Thanks to James Elgis and Garrett Garner for joining us at halftime. Been glad to have some of the girls players join us at halftime of the boys game, so we thought we might need to start having boys players at halftime of the boys game. Get some of our seniors on as we get going the rest of the season. Arkadelphia with the ball to start things off here in the third quarter. Katie Gentry, the pass to the backside, and that is tied up by Laura Mae Harp. And DeQueen comes away with the ball after the alternating possession. Zalea Jackson, Reagan Harris, Taylor Altman, T.T. Tate, and Katie Gentry on the floor for Arkadelphia. Pull-up jumper, no good. Katie Gentry with the rebound, and she's fouled by Ellie Morphew. Second foul on Morphew. First on DeQueen here in the first 38 seconds of the third quarter. Both teams playing zone. Arkadelphia is a little bit more aggressive, having some traps in the 1-3-1, forcing the issue defensively. DeQueen's content to pack that in. Thought that was T.T. Tate. She thought better of it. Nice dump down to Reagan Harris. Reagan Harris gets the basket, 27-12. Reagan Harris now with 9 points for Arkadelphia. Arkadelphia was up 15-12 or 17-12 the last time DeQueen scored. 15-10. So 12-2 run from most of the second quarter, and there's another turnover. That's going to be a backcourt violation, and DeQueen just struggling offensively because of some of that due to the pressure Arkadelphia is putting on the guard's way out. Now we see some pressure. Katie Gentry drives down, turns, goes to the basket. She's fouled by Landry Ligon. That's the first foul on Ligon, second foul on DeQueen here in the third quarter. Coach Jonathan Klein going to take a 30-second timeout to set up an inbounds play. Let's go ahead and recap the scoring in that second quarter. Arkadelphia now up 27-12. Only 4 points in the second quarter for DeQueen. Both of those baskets came from Emma Chambers. She leads all scorers for DeQueen with 8 of the 12. Arkadelphia had 12 points in the second quarter. Reagan Harris with 5 of those. Taylor Altman with 3, 2 from Zalea Jackson. So the leading scorer for Arkadelphia unofficially, Reagan Harris. I think McKillian also had 2 of those. So Reagan Harris had 7 points at half, added 2 more for 9. So she's the leading scorer now for the Lady Badgers. Arkadelphia back out of the timeout with the inbounds play. You see Gentry, here comes the screen for Jackson. Swing it to Harris. Another swing, and now Arkadelphia back into the half-court set against the zone. Gentry high post. Jackson jumper is no good. Katie Gentry gets under there, ties that one up. It'll be Arkadelphia basketball. Ellie Morphew and Laura Mae Harp were both there for DeQueen. One of them could have picked the ball up. Instead, they fell on it, and Katie Gentry went and tied it up. So it's Arkadelphia basketball. Nice inbounds play. Reagan Harris fading away, can't get the shot to go. DeQueen on the other end. Deep three is no good. That was from Ligon. Offensive rebound for DeQueen. Lindsay. That pass knocked by Altman, and then Reagan Harris reaches in and commits a foul. That's her first personal foul. First team foul against Arkadelphia. Steal from Arkadelphia. That's Reagan Harris. Got to have some help. She gets it to Tate. Arkadelphia really just disrupting DeQueen and not allowing them to do what they want to do offensively. Sorry for the little bit wider picture. We're obviously left of center court, so it's hard to get a lot of that on that end and keep it where we need to be for the other end of the court. Reagan Harris bulls her way into the middle of the lane. Turnaround jumper from the middle of the lane is good. Harris now unofficially with 11 to lead the way from Arkadelphia. And it is a 12-0 run from early in the second quarter. Newberry comes back into the game for DeQueen. 4:56 remaining. DeQueen had 12 points at halftime, still here now. Still at the same point. There's a three-pointer. That's short. TT Tate with the rebound. She's off to the races. Gets it to Harris. Fadeaway jumper no good. Zalea Jackson on the backside. The rebound is up and in, so 6 points now for Jackson. And Arkadelphia's lead is 19, 31-12. Almost got a turnover there. And another. There is almost a turnover. They're going to give it to. They're going to stay with DeQueen, but Arkadelphia had two deflections of that pass. And so 18 seconds on the shot clock. Janiyah McKillian checking in for Reagan Harris, who got her money's worth there in the third quarter, and she's going to take a quick breather. Altman with the steal. Jackson ahead to McKillian. Layup good for Janiyah McKillian. Timeout DeQueen. Arkadelphia up 33-12. It was 15-10, and it's been an 18-2 run, and I think it's 14-0 as part of that 18-2 run. Arkadelphia is really taking command, and it's been the defensive end of the floor that's done it. Arkadelphia 33, DeQueen 12. Back to DeQueen High School after this timeout on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
(33-12). The Arkadelphia Lady Badgers lead the DeQueen Lady Leopards. 4:10 remaining in the third quarter. Chris Babb here from DeQueen High School. As Arkadelphia really took control of this one early to midway through the second quarter, and at this point they have not looked back. DeQueen had 8 points in the first quarter, 4 in the second, and they've yet to get on the scoreboard here halfway through the third quarter. Arkadelphia really controlling things defensively. Forcing DeQueen out high. You can see 15 on the shot clock. Coach Eden Spears is wanting a foul. 8 on the shot clock. Actually, they reset the shot clock. I don't know why. There's the foul on Zalea Jackson. That's her second personal foul. Coach Klein saying, don't use the body, move your feet, cut her off, and we can get a turnover. Second foul on Arkadelphia in the quarter. 1-3-1, Tate at the top of that 1-3-1 now. Arkadelphia running the same defense, just different people. Three-pointer no good. Katie Gentry with the rebound. Controls it, gets it to McKillian. Up ahead to Zalea Jackson. Ball fake, layup good for Zalea Jackson. Nice assist from Janiah McKillian, and it's 35-12. Newberry high post, backside, try another three, no good. We're going to call a foul on Arkadelphia. That's going to be on Jackson, so now that's her third. So Anaya Ford will come into the game. Third foul on Zalea Jackson. Ford comes into the game. Three minutes to go. Gentry, oh, no. We have a foul call from this backside, and the baseline official is shaking his head no. You don't see that very often. You don't see when an official shakes his head no when his partner makes a foul call, but regardless, that's the foul, and so that foul was on Katie Gentry. That's her third. Newberry's free throw is no good. Reagan Harris into the game for Arkadelphia as Gentry just picked up her third. So now Jackson and Gentry each have three for Arkadelphia. Don't see that very often. The official shaking his head to his partner. Newberry can't get that one to go either. Ford with the rebound. McKillian pushes like a bull in a china closet. Traveled with the basketball. The official by the play let it roll. Official on the backside saw it. Can't disagree with that one too much. Even if it wasn't a walk, it sure did look like one. And more often than not, you're going to get that call. Newberry, layup, good. And that breaks, I'm going to say, probably a 10 to 12 minute drought, scoring drought for DeQueen. 35-14. Newberry now has 6 points. The first 2 points of the third quarter. McKillian looking that one. Now got a kick ball somewhere, but now we have a foul on Reagan Harris. Reagan Harris picks up her second, and that's the fifth foul on Arkadelphia. So DeQueen will go to the free throw line. That's Lindsay. She'll go to the free throw line. Second foul on Reagan Harris. Zuri Jones checking in after the first free throw, which is good from Kate Lindsay, her first point of the game. Jones checks in for Harris. So on the floor now for Arkadelphia, T.T. Tate, Taylor Altman, Anaya Ford, Janiah McKillian, and Zuri Jones. 2 for 2 from Kate Lindsay. And probably see some pressure with DeQueen trying to force Arkadelphia into some turnovers, see if they get some easy baskets, but they drop off. Altman's pass stolen away. Chambers goes all the way in. Nice defense by Taylor Altman. It's a nice shot by Emma Chambers. She's in double digits now, and it's 35-18. Foul on Newberry. That's her third of the game. Third foul on DeQueen in the third quarter. Armaid Harp will check in now for the Lady Leopards. Arkadelphia up by 17. DeQueen has the last 4 points, so If you're Arkadelphia, you want to finish this 149 strong and not erase the first 5 minutes of this quarter. Zuri Jones, shot up, no good. Rebound to DeQueen. Lady Leopards push. Chambers thought about the deep three. Now here's a deep three, no good. Rebound McKillian. Now a foul on Lindsay. That's the third on Lindsay. Officials didn't like it, but rarely do you like it when you have a foul or a whistle blown against your team. Here comes the pressure from DeQueen. McKillian, Zuri Jones, hand off to Tate. Altman, runner, no good. She gets her own. Fade away, no good. Rebound on the backside from Harp. Coming up on a minute to go. Foul is on who? On Altman, interesting. Foul is on Taylor Altman, and so DeQueen back to the free throw line to try to cut this one to 15. Kate Lindsay's first free throw is short. Right on line, good rotation. Just a little bit too short. She'll have a chance for another one. Block out and get the rebound on a miss. Don't allow a cheap 2 points on a putback. Well, there's the offensive rebound on the long one, and it wasn't 2 points, it was 3. 35-21, it's down to 14. McKillian had someone on the backside, couldn't get the pass. You got to get your head up. And Anaya Ford commits the foul on the rebound, and so DeQueen's going to go back to the free throw line. Here comes Delia Jackson. Coach Klein would have liked to be able to keep Jackson on the bench to start the fourth quarter, but DeQueen now has scored 9 straight. Missed on the free throw attempt was Ellie Morphew. So 35-21. It was 35-12. If you're just tuning in, you think Arkadelphia up by 14, that's comfortable, but it's 9 quick points in the last 3.5 minutes from DeQueen to make this one a 14-point game. Gets that one to go, does Lindsay. Altman will bring it up for Arkadelphia to Tate. 30 seconds left. Harris for 3, no good. Jackson with the rebound. The putback too strong. Rebound, DeQueen, 14. DeQueen can cut this to a 10-point game with a three-pointer, and here's the chance. 3, good. Just like that is a 10-point game, and DeQueen has all the momentum with 13 straight to end the third quarter after Arkadelphia led 35-12. So the Lady Leopards fight back and get back in this one, 35-25. Arkadelphia up by 10, 13 straight from DeQueen. Got us to where we are now. We'll be back for the fourth quarter when Arkadelphia Lady Badger basketball returns after this timeout on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at PrintManiaTees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
All right, back to start the fourth quarter. It's DeQueen basketball. The Lady Leopards have scored 13 straight after having quite the drought between the end of the second quarter and beginning of the third. And they have a chance with a three-pointer to make this a two-possession basketball game. They have all the momentum now, just like Arkadelphia had it for the first probably 2.5 quarters. Skip pass, that was a set play to try to get a look at a three. Wasn't quite there. Good thing about it, the fouls do reset, so Arkadelphia won't be sending to DeQueen to the line on the next foul like they were for the previous 4 minutes. DeQueen had a golden opportunity at a putback, and Morphew lost it. There's the three. No good. Zalea Jackson with the rebound. That was a big miss. If DeQueen hits that shot and makes this as a 7-point game, it is completely different. Well, now a steal. Miscommunication, 2-on-1. Altman tries to draw the charge, can't get it. Emma Chambers now with 15 points, and the lead is 8. Now a foul on Kate Lindsay. That's the 4th foul on Lindsay. Aubrey Gilmore will check in to replace Lindsay, who just picked up her 4th. Foul trouble for the Lady Leopards. Lindsay with 4, Newberry with 3 for Arkadelphia. Zalea Jackson and Katie Gentry. Zalea Jackson with 3, Gentry with either 3 or 4. I can't read my notes. Starting the fourth quarter for Arkadelphia, Taylor Altman, Janiah McKillian, Zalea Jackson, Katie Gentry, T.T. Tate just took a seat. She was replaced by McKillian. McKillian to Jackson. Picks up her dribble. She got it now. Layup in the lane, no good. Gentry with the rebound, put back, no good. DeQueen with the rebound, and Katie Gentry is going to be called for the foul. That is Gentry's 4th, so now she has 4 fouls. Missouri Jones into the game for Gentry. So now another chance to get it to a 2-possession game. 15 straight points for DeQueen. Nice steal. Altman layup good, and there was some collateral damage in the middle of the floor as Zalea Jackson and Aubrey Gilmore collided with incidental contact. Coach Klein looking at Jackson, trying to get the thumbs up, and Arkadelphia needed that basket badly. Altman now has 9, and the lead is back to 10. Big game here in the 4A7. Nice job by Taylor Altman of getting over that screen. Steal by Anaya Ford, and she's fouled from behind. Good defense from Arkadelphia out front, and that is a foul on Laura Mae Harp. First foul on Harp. 3rd foul on DeQueen, or 2nd? It is the 2nd foul on DeQueen in the 4th quarter. Official asking Anaya Ford if she's good. She says yes. Now we see DeQueen extending that defense out. McKillian pull up in the middle of the lane, no good. Jackson with the rebound, put back short, rebound, Morphew. Arkadelphia got the big lead with its defense. And Zalea Jackson with another steal. Goes all the way in, Euro step, she's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. It's been the defense that has kept Arkadelphia ahead and kept this to, that is Gilmore. That's her 3rd personal foul. Zalea Jackson to the free throw line. She has 8 points, trying to get this lead back above 10 for Arkadelphia. 5:22 remaining in the 4th quarter. Arkadelphia 5-3 in the conference. DeQueen 3-4. Jackson's free throw, nothing but the bottom of the net. She has 9. High arcing shot came right down behind the front of the rim. That one hits the front of the rim, but Janiyah McKillian gets the layup. We have a traveling violation called. The official nearest had the fist closed, indicate a foul, but the one right by the play called a travel. It's a correct call. Good call. Taylor Altman, nice defense. Zuri Jones with a rebound. Had to get rid of it before she traveled, and now she commits the foul. Got the rebound, and Zuri was falling down and had to throw the ball into the hands of Gilmore, and then Gilmore was able to draw the foul. Second foul on Jones. Gilmore's first free throw is good. First point of the game for Gilmore. Here comes T.T. Tate in the game for Arkadelphia, replacing Anaya Ford. Two for two from Gilmore. They look good. The lead is 9. McKillian, Tate, Altman, Jackson, and Jones. Jones, middle of the lane, off the glass, and good for Zuri Jones. Her first basket of the night. The lead is back to 11. If you're just joining us, Arkadelphia was up 35-12 with 3:39 left in the third quarter, I believe it was, when DeQueen hit a basket for the first time. Nice, up and under. Nice step from Chambers. She has 17 now. The lead is back to 9. Timeout, Arkadelphia. Full timeout, we'll take it with them. 4:15 remaining in the fourth quarter. Arkadelphia 40, DeQueen 31. Back to DeQueen High School after this timeout on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com.
Locally owned and operated since 2008, Sheffield Music has a wide variety of products for those interested in guitar, bass, drums, sound systems, DJ gear, lighting, and vintage vinyl. Contact us for live sound and lighting services, or give us a call for one-on-one lessons, or stop by to see our band instruments and supplies. We also have a great selection of gift items by Dr. Squatch, Soberdough, Good Southerner, and many others. Sheffield Music in downtown Arkadelphia is the one place to go for all of your musical needs. Call 870-230-1733 or visit SheffieldMusic.com.
R&T Dixon's Exxon stores are proud to sponsor this Arkadelphia Badger broadcast. Locally owned and operated by Randy and Tanya Dixon, we welcome you to visit one of our Arkadelphia locations, located at each I-30 exit, or our new Tiger Mart store, located on 10th and Pine in Arkadelphia. R&T Dixon's Exxon stores say, "Go Badgers."
Back to action. Arkadelphia up by 9 with the ball. McKillian, right wing, looking inside for Jackson, throws it away into the hands of Gilmore. Don't foul that far from the basket. Solid defense. If you force a turnover, that's great, but you got to get back because Chambers is going to pull up and no good. Ball goes out of bounds off of Altman. Emma Chambers had 13 after the end of the third quarter. She's got 17 now to lead the way for DeQueen. Three-pointer, no good. Jackson with the rebound on the backside, and she's fouled. See who that's whistled on. If that's on Lindsay, that's her 5th. Yep, I believe that's who they call it on. So that's Kate Lindsay's 5th personal foul. Newberry looks like Coach Spears is going to send Newberry in. 3:35. No more fouls to give for DeQueen. So the next foul for the remaining, or any fouls in the remaining 3:35, will send Arkadelphia to the free throw line. Tate and Altman bring it up for Arkadelphia. Jackson on the right wing. Jones is the one in on the 4 out, 1 in zone defense. Jackson up and under, shot no good, rebound Gilmore. Pushes it to Newberry. Nice job by Janiyah McKillian of knocking that one away. She was standing on the baseline, so it'll stay with DeQueen. They give another hustle point to Janiyah McKillian for keeping Dayton Newberry from that uncontested layup, which would have made it a 7-point game. Now almost a steal, runner good in the middle of the lane. It's a 7-point game. Altman back to 9 quickly. Arkadelphia responds. 2:45. Back to 9. Get a stop here would feel really good. There's the missed shot, the rebound Jones. Altman was there as well. McKillian shaking her head, no, we're not going for the home run pass. Smart decision. Take care of the ball. Get a good shot. If you can get a quick one, an easy one quick in the shot clock, go for it. But other than that, run it, trying to get an open look. 8 on the shot clock. McKillian, nice dump pass to Jackson. Good for Zalea Jackson. Arkadelphia runs the shot clock down to 6 seconds. The basket from McKillian to Jackson puts the lead back to 11 points with 1:53 remaining in the fourth quarter. 30-second timeout, DeQueen, so we will keep it here. That was a big basket. It took the shot clock all the way down to 4 seconds. They're able to get an uncontested layup on the duck down from Zalea Jackson. Janiyah McKillian found her on the block, and the left-handed layup was good to put the lead back to 11. A little game reset here. Arkadelphia 44, DeQueen 33. 1:52 remaining in the fourth. Possession arrow is with Arkadelphia. Arkadelphia is in the bonus. Should DeQueen have to start fouling, it would send Arkadelphia to the free throw line. The Lady Badgers do have 2 fouls to give. Only 2 fouls called on Arkadelphia in the fourth quarter. Out of the timeout, no subs. It's still Altman, Jackson, Jones, McKillian, and Tate. 11-point lead for Arkadelphia. They extended this lead big in the second and third quarter with defense. That's the only player that they've not been able to defend successfully. Chambers now has 19. And the lead is back to 9. Minute and a half left. They're going to have to start fouling, you would think. Be strong with the ball. Don't commit any turnovers. Taylor Altman goes to the free throw line after she's fouled. That's the 4th foul on Gilmore, I believe. Taylor Altman to the free throw line for Arkadelphia. Big free throws here for the junior guard. Taylor Altman has 11 points tonight. First free throw, nothing but the bottom of the net. Good looking free throw from Taylor Altman. And Coach Klein wants to take a 30-second timeout to talk about it. So we'll take a quick timeout with him. Arkadelphia leads by 10, 1:24 left. Back after this quick timeout.
Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler CPA is a longtime supporter of the Arkadelphia Public School District. Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler has established a reputation for providing clients with outstanding services that include auditing, accounting, and tax and business consulting. Contact Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler today at 870-246-4563 or by visiting them at 305 Professional Park Drive in Arkadelphia. Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler says, "Go Badgers!"
45-35, Arkadelphia leads by 10. Go back to the free throw line where Taylor Altman will have her second of 2 free throws. Possession arrow is still with Arkadelphia. The Lady Badgers do have 2 fouls to give, so not that that might come into play, but if Arkadelphia does foul, it does not send DeQueen to the free throw line unless it's, on the shot. 1 timeout left for Arkadelphia, 2 timeouts left for DeQueen. Altman 2 for 2 from the line. The lead is 11. Arkadelphia comes out in man-to-man now, and they get a steal. They changed defense in the timeout. DeQueen wasn't ready for it. Chalked that one up to the coaching staff. Coach Klein, Coach Stevenson, Newman. As Arkadelphia has not played a man-to-man defense all night until that possession. DeQueen wasn't ready for it. They got the steal on the pass, and that might do it if it wasn't already over. Taylor Altman is fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. That foul was on Emma Chambers. That's her first personal foul, and that was a tremendous coaching move to change defenses out of that timeout. Arkadelphia had been in the 1-3-1 all game. They come out and run a man-to-man defense out of that timeout. DeQueen did not look like it had a man offense set, and Arkadelphia got another steal. Man-to-man again out of the timeout, or out still in man-to-man, 3-pointer short. Zalea Jackson with the rebound, and that is going to do it. Arkadelphia is going to come away with a big win. It got a little bit dicey there for a minute when Arkadelphia was up 35-12. You're like, man, this could be a fun one. DeQueen scored 13 straight to cut it to 10, and that's about where we've been the last 6 minutes of this game. And Arkadelphia survives, weathers the storm, and they will come away from DeQueen with a victory. It's just a matter of how many points it will be now. Janiah McKillian to the free throw line for Arkadelphia. Tremendous game from the Lady Badgers. McKillian's free throw rolls around and doesn't go in. Arkadelphia will move to 14-6 overall, 6-3 in the conference, and kind of help themselves with in the conference standings. Still keeping pace with actually in third place. The game behind Camden Fairview. McKillian reaches, but it was on the floor, so it'll just be, it's going to be on the floor, so 20 seconds left. That's the second on McKillian. Tate almost, sorry about that, almost got the steal. This one is academics, just going to be a matter of whether DeQueen scores again to make it a 10-point game or a 9. Up and under, Newberry, no good, gets her own, put back, no good, and that just kind of sums up the night for DeQueen. Arkadelphia, 47, DeQueen, 35. The Lady Badgers move to 14-6, 6-3 in 4A7 conference play. DeQueen falls to 11-11, 3-5 in 4A7 conference plays. Take a look at the leading scorers for Arkadelphia. Looks like 2 players unofficially in double figures. 14 for Taylor Altman, 11 for Reagan Harris. Zalea Jackson in my books had 9. She might have ended up with 10 as well, but 9 points for Zalea Jackson. Janiah McKillian with 6. 3 points for Anaya Ford, 2 for Zuri Jones. Those were a big 2 in the middle of the lane. The Arkadelphia Lady Badgers come away victorious, 47-35. Thank you for tuning in to Lady Badger basketball. They will be back in action Friday night in Camden to face the Camden Fairview Lady Cardinals. The Lady Cardinals came into tonight 6-2, a game ahead of Arkadelphia in second place. Nashville 7-0, Camden Fairview 6-2, Arkadelphia 5-3, Magnolia 4-3. So that's a big one in Camden Fairview. Arkadelphia riding some momentum as they've played good the last few weeks back, coming off of that huge win against Magnolia. Again, your final score in the girls' game, Arkadelphia 47, DeQueen 35. We'll keep the stream going. We'll be back for the starting lineups of the boys' game in about 8 minutes. You're watching Arkadelphia Badger basketball on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com.